I have my robe on today, Lauren, because Janice, my massage gal, is coming over. Because I'm so stressed. I'm freaked out.
Why?
Just overwhelmed with like the kids are back at school but they only have like 6 weeks, 7 weeks till the summer. And I just get depressed around that time because I know they're coming home. I know they're
Hmm.
coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you turn the sand dial over and you're like, oh, life's about to be kind of crappy again with everybody in the house. I lose my freedom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'll be there to help you. Be
Have
fine.
you gotten a massage from Janice before?
No, but I actually got a massage recently. It was
Okay,
really
well,
nice.
anyway, Janice walks on your back. Like she's so compact and tiny that she can walk on your back and like steps on your tush and your thighs.
On
And
your
I,
tush.
well, yeah. And I said, I know, just kind of close my eyes for that part of Janice John. Um, but I was like, Janice, like, that's not your name, Janice. And she was like, well, it's my American name. It's like I picked it or whatever. And I'm like, that's fine, but Janice? I don't know. I said something to her. I said, how long have you had that name? She's like, well, I've been here for 12 years. And I was like, let's change the name. Let's switch it. I don't think Janice. I'm like,
You
what
made her
about
switch her name.
Jessica? Hmm?
You made her switch her name.
Well, I just thought, when she first came here, she's probably super overwhelmed. And somebody just said, I'm not going to do an accent, but they're like, you be Janice. And so she said, yeah. So now it's been 12 years. And so, everybody has to take ownership over their own life. And I'm like, Jessica or Ashley, something a little cuter. Brindley.
No.
I'm going to bring it back up to her today.
I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think you should be commenting on that.
Speaking of which, speaking of jobs, Lauren, that is one job that Anna is not going to take. However, your job is loosey goose. Do you know this?
Yeah.
It's like the big talk of the town. Very
I don't
kind. He's been talking about crazy shit like
what?
aliens and an eye and all this stuff. I can't
And
remember his name.
I?
I'm gonna
What
Google him.
what are you talking about? And I?
An eye is the all the rage. Hold on, let me Google this one. And I was thinking, I'm like, well, Janice is
Hold
safe.
on. And I.
And I
What are you talking
It
about?
is basically, he is not coming up. I think that's so weird. It's not good. And I is it's basically like, when the internet came out, um, there was no one working inside of it. There was no one at a switchboard or a motherboard or anything. It was just kind of like the ocean. And now they have an eye, and the eye is a person who's can do a bunch of jobs. Like, have you seen this like virtual assistant and all this stuff? And
Oh, you're talking about AI.
well, that's not grammatically correct. An I. AI, that's not grammatically
No.
correct. An I. It's a
I.
thing. It's one thing that can do all these jobs. It's this person. It's just like,
No,
they're
I
probably
know.
Asian,
It's capital A,
Indian.
capital I. Like art, it stands for artificial intelligence. It's not like an eyeball, like
Like,
AI.
Lauren. I didn't think it was an eyeball, Lauren. I thought it was a gentleman. I mean, not to be sexist, but I did think it was a gentleman who was kind of doing all these jobs.
I'm sorry.
I mean, laugh all you want. You're about to get the boot. You're about to be on the
Okay,
unemployment
no, I'm
line.
sorry. I love
Honest to
my
God, Lauren,
job.
I don't know what you would do for real. Like, I don't know what your job would be. Because if an eye can do it, everybody's out of luck. But you know what? And I can't do a massage, because that's the whole thing's human touch. That's what I told Janice. I was like, I just need to be touched, in a good way, and not a chore. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Stomp on my tush.
Well, hey, yeah, sure. And sometimes Lauren, she'll even kind of like do her knees, like she'll like put her kneecap into your tush and your thighs.
So are you like laying on the ground when this happens?
No, we have a massage table at the house, but it did. So she told me like this is how it's done for real professionally. Um, but she really has to have something to like hold on to. You know what I mean? When she's like on her knees. Do you get what I'm saying, Lauren? That it's like her knee bone in your. She can't do it on like your, shoulders because she'd crack them. She's really strong. It's only for the fleshy parts, like your tush and your thighs and your calf.
I'm surprised Kathleen doesn't do this for you.
Kathleen would split me in half, Lauren. She would break my spine.
Definitely.
She probably weighs like 205.
Yeah.
Janice probably weighs.
I don't think you need to comment on how
pounds.
everyone weighs.
Well,
especially
Janice
on the
thin.
air.
She might have some sort of eating disordered eating. And that could come from, just calling herself Janice. I'm like, oh, that sounds something like someone who's overweight. Have you ever had a massage? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or is this
I just got one.
Where at?
And I got a manicure.
Oh, wow. I do love that.
You like the red?
Yeah. Are you trying to tell me something?
What do you mean?
Well, it's kind of like a manhunt red, if you really want to know my opinion. It's pretty feminine.
Manhunt?
It's like you're like, hey boys, check out these nails.
It's not what I was going for.
But. Okay, well, what were you going for? Because it's not clear at all. What were you going for?
I just like it. I don't know.
Did you have like inspiration? Did you see a television show or?
I'm just feeling really secure right now. Like I'm happy with where I'm working, and I'm just like I've been doing some self-care things. I know
we're just hitting a stride.
It's been great.
I thought maybe because Lauren confided in me recently that her first crush was Topanga from Boy Meets World, which I thought was so cute because, even though Topanga was a little overweight, a little on the bigger side.
Okay.
But so maybe I thought like maybe Topanga had red nails, so you're doing some kind of thing like that.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, Topanga was a lot of lesbians' crush when they were little.
What's the difference between saying gay or lesbian? Because when people ask me, and then they're like, is your assistant gay? I'm like, yeah, she's gay as hell. But should I be saying, yeah, she's lesbian as hell? Well, it's kind of like actor and actress. I call myself an actor, not an actress.
I personally don't really care either way.
But when you introduce yourself to people, you say like, I'm gay or I'm a lesbian.
I don't do that when I introduce myself. I don't think.
You probably don't have to be totally honest. Except now with the nails, maybe you do. It was a surprise. People are like, who? The girl with the blood red nails, like Barbie? She's not gay. And behold, she is.
Like Barbie.
Is that what it's called? Masking? Or is that autism?
What?
Masking, like where you pretend or cover up to blend in. Is that right?
I don't know.
Like the gay guys will like make their voice deeper around certain people. It's something. I'm surprised you don't know. It's like I know more than you about this stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised you know it too.
Well, Robert at Neiman Marcus has talked to me about it, confided in me, and actually told me, please do not talk about that on the air. But
well, you do that a lot, and you shouldn't do that. People ask.
I'm not outing Robert. Everybody knows he's a gay man. He's been with Carlos for 25 years. Everybody knows. So get over it. I'm not going to play everybody's little psychological games all the time. Okay?
Right.
I'm tired of being held hostage. So where was your massage?
Just this place in LA, West Hollywood.
What's it called?
Something wellness studio.
Extreme wellness or something?
No. I actually don't remember.
Forgive me for asking this, maybe because it's not right, but do you ask for a woman or a man or how? I mean, because I would think you would not want to be touched by a man. Is that correct? Am I right? Or do you not care?
No, I don't care. Really? It's not like sexual, Bonnie.
That's why you got your nails done. That's it. So you have some guy that you have a little crush on that you go get massage from, and you were like, ooh, where do I put my hand? Ooh, side my tush. Well, you're gonna see some blood red nails.
I'm saying tush.
What do you want me to say? Ass, Lauren. Can you confirm if you went to? Because maybe I'll try them out.
No.
Okay. That's because you don't want me to know.
I think you need to keep your own masseuse.
You don't want me to know what's going on. So that's why you won't let me go to the place.
I think you're involved in a lot of areas of my life, and I should keep some things private.
People think that I don't know what's going on, but I do. Speaking of which, are you worried at all about Chat GPT? Anything like that?
AI. Am I worried about AI? I think it's cool. I think things are gonna be, there's gonna be like a transition period where everyone's kind of learning how to do it. But then it's gonna eventually
learning how to do it. You just type in like
easier.
you just type in like the boys were showing it to me because they were like, "Oh, it's Chat GBT." I'm like, "Yeah, Chat, get Bonnie Tequila." You know, we're making up all these little like names for it. But from what I see, Lauren, you just type in like I typed in no carb diet with recipes and just spit out all these amazing recipes that then I forwarded to Janice, even though that probably wasn't kosher because she's bulimic.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not bulimic. She's nothing. She doesn't have any problems. Yeah. So what do you mean figure it out? Because it seems pretty like a chimp could do it. Type in whatever you want to know.
Well, I guess I meant, applying it to everything.
Like what?
On the regular, like, I don't know, in the workplace, like when they ask you to do something, like, are we gonna use
give me an
AI?
example with me. If I said, Lauren, I need these, translucent Christian Louboutins, size 9. They're not in the United States. What would you type in? My boss is a bitch. What would you type in?
Yeah, I'd type in, where do I find? No, I don't know. I've
You
never
can
used
say
it
it.
before.
You got it. Sound it out.
I've never used it before.
Oh, I thought
Would
you
it tell
guys
me where to
used it
find
all the
them?
time. I don't know. I would imagine. I thought it was just Google, but I honestly thought it was just someone running it. I just thought it was a person in Google. So
Yeah, you thought it was a man.
I thought it was an Indian or an Asian or a Swiss. Yeah, I did. To be totally honest, I mean,
and
I just thought maybe that was like it's like, how Apple, it's like Apple. I thought it was an I, like, a person kind of looking through the computer, like, oh, this is where you get the shoes.
Yeah, you're really paranoid about someone looking through your camera.
Well, I'm paranoid about Homeland Security looking at what I'm doing because I don't want that, because I'm just an American and I want to be treated as such. I don't want to be treated as a terrorist because I'm not. You know who's a terrorist? Blake. Blake was, well, she's on the no-fly list.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. She can't fly. Which makes travel hard for them. They got to drive everywhere, get a Sprinter van. But Blake, did you hear what happened to Blake with Chat Get Bonnie Tequila?
What?
Did you hear what happened with Blake?
No, what happened?
I'm not going to repeat the joke, Lauren. I said Chat Get Bonnie Tequila because I think it's hilarious. Actually, I think it'd be really, I think it'd be so bad.
Chat Get Bonnie Tequila.
To make it a license plate. I think it'd be like Chat GBT. Get Bonnie Tequila, but that's probably too long for last month. Anyway, Lake was doing Chat GBT at church, but not asking the right questions, not asking, about the Holy Spirit. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah. What was she asking?
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this, or are you having me tell you the first time?
No, I haven't heard about this.
I didn't know if you and Trisha had some kind of secret chat that you do, because
no, we don't.
Okay, because I know you're trying to get like child psychologist. That kind of fell through the cracks. You kind of made some promises you couldn't keep, from what I understand.
That's not true. Trish told me that she could handle it, so I backed off. I'm not gonna try to parent her kid. She doesn't want me to.
She could handle it. That's okay. Well, she handled it all the way to church with like typing tits, tits. That's what she typing Chat GPT, and then she was having like the sound totally up. It'd be like tits, and she was in this thing where like you could change the voice. I guess it'd be like it was just absolutely. I mean, she's banned from church. Have you ever heard of that?
Have you ever heard of that? From church?
You probably will. Whatever. Yeah. Have you?
Kinda.
Okay, maybe I'm talking about a child getting banned from church because they kept screaming TITS. over the loudspeaker. She went into the cardinal's office. That was called a cardinal. I'm not Catholic. Catholics are spooky weird. But is that what they're called? Like the cardinal's office? She was in there. She was pushing the button, putting it over. Like she would take her little iPad. Remember I told you I got her the iPad with the Mickey Mouse, and then she blacked out the eyes. So she was doing Chat GBT on the iPad, but she would hold it up. She'd push the little button down and hold it up, so it was like going over the whole church, like the intercom.
That's so funny.
It's not funny, Lauren. It's wrong. It's wrong. And Trish,
pretty funny,
was scrambling to find her. Trish was scrambling to find her because she was like, she knew it was Blake. Like she was like, Bonnie, I had this like mother's instinct, like she's just like, I got this bad feeling. So she started sprinting around the church, sprinting. Couldn't find the cardinal's office because she never goes to church either. She lies, but she didn't know where it was. So that'll tell you how religious she actually is. And she fell and absolutely cracked her tailbone on the cement and just had to leave. And so Blake was
my God.
Yeah. Jerry had to just like get her out. And Jerry's like, well, somebody else will deal with Trish. And I thought that's how you got in the position you're in the first place.
Oh my God.
Letting someone else deal with her. And who knows what they did to discipline her. I don't know if it was corporal or because they left. They have no idea what happened. They were just like, it's in your hands, it's in God's hands.
What? Really?
Yeah, they were like, we got to get Trish to urgent care. And they were like, we'll handle it.
That's scary.
Yeah. I think maybe it was some kind of confession or
I don't like that.
What's it called? Flogging?
What, confession?
No, flogging. Lauren, were you born yesterday? Honest to God, flogging. Like a leather, it's like a leather strap.
That's what you're talking about?
Maybe on like the hand or something. I don't mean hard. I'm not accusing, St. Mary's of abuse.
They whip her.
Yeah, but not whip. Just kind of like stop. Not hard.
Yeah.
Didn't leave a bruise.
With a flogger.
Well, have you ever heard the Irish band Flogging Molly?
Mm-mm.
You really didn't prepare for this episode, which is totally obvious at this point. So let's just move on.
I think you're just making things up.
Okay, whatever. I'm not. We had so much fun. Speaking of Flogging Molly, speaking of Irish, we had so much fun at the St. Patty's Day party up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wasn't that fun?
It was so much fun, I will say.
Yeah, we talked about this on a couple of episodes actually, where Lauren was dragging her feet. Oh, I don't want to go volunteer. I don't want to go do the whole shebang. And she came, and boy, did we have fun. I mean, we were like, my son was like, "You're tripping balls, Mom." I was like, "What? It's tripping balls?" Yeah. I don't know what that is. I think it's like you're so tipsy, you're like tripping over soccer balls. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had like so 2 drinks. Fun.
Yeah, we were taking shots at the bar.
Yep. We were like, oh, body shots. Lauren was doing body shots.
Body shots.
Laying on the bar.
You were too. You're taking them off of me. Yeah.
I don't think so. Lauren was on the bar. See, the nails are throwing me out because when she was here, she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the body shot. She was laying on the bar, and all the dads, they were just lining up to do these body shots. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. You had fun, so you went home and thought, I'm gonna get some red nails, come on.
Oh no.
Switch it up. Maybe you got a crush on someone.
The nails aren't for anyone else,
Okay.
You're very focused on the masculine feminine duality.
Wayne Dyer over here. I mean, you were having quite a few people take body shots of you because you have a pretty deep belly button.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you like that?
I don't remember all of it, but
yeah. I mean, John had made a little bit of moonshine. So we had a little bit of that before we went because we were like, John's like, Lauren, like you're down here now, you're down in Gatorland, you're going to take this shot. And boy, she did. And it was probably like 2 shots, to be honest. So
that's what I think, pushed me over the edge. And then I was, woo.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Bonnie.
Alcohol, boy, that's like speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That'll set you on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, my problem was I was just afraid that you weren't going to pay me for, coming there because it was volunteer. But then you did. And I was like, It was very generous of you. So
you can call me a lot of things, but you can't call me a liar. And I told you that, off air, I said, girl, you're going to get paid. Call me Daddy Warbucks, whatever you want to call me. Wasn't one of the dads having you call him that, Daddy Warbucks?
Ew.
I think you're getting some cash on the side for the body shots. I'm just going to put that out there, but okay. Yes, it was a totally successful fundraiser. We were raising money for the ASPCA cats. We thought that was a totally worthy cause. Someone was like, how about you focus on the kids? And I'm like, what kids? This is like a gated community. These kids are fine. They don't need lunch. They get great lunches. So, we're going to get the cats right, get the dogs right. That's our priority.
Yeah.
So we raised, let's see, what was it? $25,000 for the ASPCA for our area, which again, I didn't say where I live specifically because I didn't want to get robbed or shot or, gangbanged. But yeah, I mean, it was like,
did we?
Beyond. Yes. It was, Lauren, it was a huge success. And I told you, you're great at those events. I think people think I said this in the last episode, but you're kind of an anomaly. You're kind of like it's a fun thing, fun person, lady to have around. And you expose people to new things, new ideas. So
because I'm gay.
Gay or lesbian? See, that's a perfect example. Would you say because I'm lesbian? Or would you say because I'm gay?
I think it's kind of weird that like if you're gay and you're a woman, it's like you're a lesbian. You're kind of like a, it's like a thing.
Like
it's
an iguana.
Weird for me. Yeah, like a
squirrel. A basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you're saying, yeah, I think it's fine to just say,
like, if you're like a gay man, then you're like, I don't know. I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, a gay guy doesn't say, I'm a gay.
Yeah, I mean, they could, but like.
Sounds wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want me to say, girl, I will say.
I also really don't like labels, so I don't like to be like, I'm this.
Okay, well, you're a gay girl. I mean, so.
I just say that so you can, have something to go off of.
What would you call me? A MILF? Something like that? See, I don't mind labels. All day, give them to me.
Okay. You just called yourself a MILF?
Okay. I didn't call myself, everybody calls me that.
I'm surprised you knew what that one meant.
Well, I do. Tyler told me, and everybody,
Really?
It's caught on. Yeah, it's caught on. Which is so embarrassing. I'm like, stop. Don't say that. It's not right.
Yikes.
It's actually offensive, I think. I'm like, I'm embody you a little bit. I'm like, that's not right.
You love it.
Don't call me that. So anyway, yeah, we, I told Lauren it's going to be an absolute blast, and it was. And I mean, the kids, they made those like top hats with the buckle. You weren't much help because you were absolutely, you were way too wasted. You were a total liability to be around.
Neither were you. We had so much fun.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of fun. And we kind of told Trish, we kind of pulled a little like mean girl and Trish, because we were like, we'd been drinking before we got there. And then like, she was like, the kids, they want to make their buckle hats. And I was like, well, you better get over there then. We're a little too drunk. And she was like, you're right. You're too, I'll do it. So she was like helping like 100 kids at a time by herself running around. And she had hurt her back. So she had a weightlifting belt on trying to help all those kids. And
it's not cool of us.
But we were inebriated. So what could we do? It's not our fault,
Yeah.
Because we had the moonshine.
It's John's fault.
Yeah. John's like, use this what's it called? Bendy straw, but like a twisty. Crazy straw. Drink this moonshine with a crazy straw, I dare you. So, and then we got there, and then we had tequila, and then we had margaritas and tequila sodas and all.
Bonnie did a keg stand too.
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, Rose chanted, "Milk, Bonnie, milk," and I was like, "Stop! I'm not going to. I'm only going to do it if you stop saying that." So, yeah. But anyway, the kids made the buckle hats. The adults had some good, clean fun. Got to blow off some steam. The staff had fun. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
They were cleaning.
I think everyone was having a good time. I was in a great mood.
Yeah, the staff's having fun too. The bartenders having fun. TJ,
once you handed me that envelope, I just can't thank you enough.
Yeah, I mean, You got your cash. I figured I mean, honestly, maybe that's what you used to get your nails done. Maybe you thought, what? Nails are expensive out here in LA, but I'm going to go get a manicure, feel good about myself. So that's great.
Yeah. Bonnie paid me for, she said she was going to give me a bonus. So she actually paid me like from December on what she promised. And I'm just,
what?
I don't know. I'm so
what?
The money you gave me.
Yeah. $250.
My bonus.
Give you $250 to go get your nails done. And go get a head massage at a Korean place, or, I mean,
you gave me an envelope with 25 grand in it. And you gave me a hug and you said, I love you, girl. What? What?
We have, Lauren, we have let me sick. We have a major problem.
Bonnie.
We have a major problem that doesn't seem like it has a solution.
I bought a new car.
Of course you did. Of course you took cash. You're so strapped for cash. You're cash poor, but you got about, what'd you get? Oh, I got another Camry. What'd you get?
I got a Land Rover.
Okay. Well, there we go. There we go. So you really do want to be straight. Land Rover, red nails, shifting your whole thing up. Why would you take $25,000 and go buy a Land Rover when you're hand to mouth? You can barely buy.
I didn't take it. You gave it to me. And you gave me a hug. I really thought like what you were saying to me made me feel like that was for me.
You thought I would give you 25 grand for what?
For, the past 2 years for working for you.
For what? For being for what? Of being a virtual assistant?
I've been asking for more money, You know
what, Lauren? Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, because, listen, officially, you're paid up through 2025, March 2025. Lauren, that's a lot of money, okay?
2025?
And now I'm going to have to write a check. I'm going to have to take it out of the boat fund so no one sees it. And I'm going to have to give them I gave those people $250. I had 2 envelopes. One had $250 in it. One had $25,000 cash in it. And I gave you the wrong one.
How did you mix those up?
How dare you flip this on me? Turn it on me. How dare you? Consider yourself paid up. What, 25 grand that would be? Yeah, like 2 years. I've never given you 25 grand ever in 2 years.
I'll sell the car.
You will sell the car. Why would you get what color did you get?
A white one.
A white Land Rover? Ryan Seacrest?
I thought it was cool.
Lauren, are you Ryan Seacrest?
I was feeling high on life.
Okay, well, you've entered the come down. So better grab a beanbag chair and, some ramen noodles, because this is a problem. This is bad. This is so bad. This is really, really, really not good. Yeah, maybe, honestly, instead of having you be paid up, let's have you just return the car. Maybe I'll have to come out there and help you. I'm going to have to sweet talk them. I'm going to have to say, she's a drug addict and she bought this car and she can't afford it. So return it, and then we'll give that money, because I don't want to take $25,000 out of the boat fund. I really want.
No. Can I just keep it?
I really, really wanted to do the boat by May. So, honest to God, Lauren, I'm going to have to fly out there and help you return this Land Rover and get straight. This is so wrong. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Can I just keep it?
You should be really like way, way more alarmed that you, on stolen funds, on fundraised funds for the ASPCA, that you went out and bought a Land Rover. You should be freaking out. You should be like, Bonnie, how do I return the Land Rover?
It's not stolen. You handed it to me.
It's blood money, Lauren. It's dirty money. Okay.
Is it?
I mean, the way you used it, the way you spent it, probably went to a strip club with it. It's for the cats.
Well, I bought a bunch of our shots when we were hanging out at the event.
Okay. Well, that's you pay me back for all the times that, you just put it on the Barnes chart, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I kind of freaked out there, and I apologize for that. I shouldn't have been so reactive. But there's a solution to this problem. And what day is it? What time is it? It's Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hump day. Just gonna have to get on the flight out tonight. We're gonna have to go tomorrow. Turn it. Do you have a car?
Okay.
Did you shove it over a cliff? You're like, I crashed my car into the bridge. Was it that type of thing? I mean, what'd you do with the
Camry?
Yeah.
Traded it in.
Okay. So John bought you Camry, and you traded it in for what, Land Rover?
With my paycheck. What
the
I thought was
straightest
my
car
paycheck.
I've ever heard of in my life. Ruby
Wow.
red nails.
I feel a little deflated.
Yeah, me too. I feel really stressed. I feel like my arms and legs kind of went numb. Has that ever happened to you when you just told me that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have to just go do the switchies backsies. You still have the Camry, and that way I can still pay you your normal salary, because that's sort of like an indentured servant if you're working for me and you're not getting a paycheck every week. That's a little not kosher.
So you're gonna take it back?
Well, we're gonna get the money back from the car, honey. That's what we're gonna have to do. You know what's funny? Actually, God works in mysterious ways.
You were gonna give it to the cats. Can't you just give it to me?
No, the cats are dying, Lauren. They don't have limbs. They have lost their tails. They're actually in dire straits. I mean, looking at your apartment back there, and the guitars and the kind of looks like a cozy cat cottage. It's not. It's an apartment for a human. Lauren, I was saying that God works in mysterious ways because Caleb has been dying to come out to Hollywood, and he really wanted to audition for American Idol. And maybe, just maybe, I'll look it up and there'll be an audition, in the next 4 days or something. And we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
Anything else? I'm glad we tied this up. Honestly, I commend you for board, America.
Know when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay. That was a great way to close out episode 23 of the Bonnie Barnes Show. We will talk to you next week. We look forward to, we're going to be recapping a weekend in Hollywood, y'all. So stay tuned.
You only paid me $250 for that event. You were going to pay me $250.
Yeah, $250. Two bills, and a 50. Yeah.
I was there for like 5 days.
Well, I know, but most of the time we're just hanging out. Anyway, we'll talk about it off air. Thank you all for listening. I love you, America. Can't wait to get on the road and talk to you soon. Okay? Bye. Say bye, Lauren. Bye-bye. Bye.